Hi, in this video I am going to cover Git basics and all the topic listed here. So by the end of this video you should be familiar with repositories, cloning and also doing commits and doing pull request. So let's get started. Open the web browser and type in bitbucket.org. Click on login. If you don't have an account, use the sign up. If you have an account, login. Now we are in our BitBucket account, so go to repositories and create new repository. Give repository name and we'll make it public, and then select language. We'll do it Java and click on create repository. Now we have repository created. Click on button create a readme file. This is going to create a new file. Click on commit again. So system is going to create a branch called master. I'm going to commit that file. We can always see the branches by selecting branches from left hand menu, and also you can see the commits which we just committed readme file. Now we have the master branch. To be on safer side, I'm going to create the development branch from master so that we are not going to mess up the master code. So I'm giving my name and name it as development branch so that the other user will know that I'm working on this branch. Click on create. So this will create the exact same copy of master code. Now we have two branches, master and development branch. We are going to use the development branch for all our code changes. Now we are going to verify both branches are in sync. So go to source and check for master and also development branch. Both have only one file which we just checked in. We are done with the BitBucket changes. So we are going to clone the repository to the local workspace using the Eclipse. Open Eclipse. And we need a Git window. So go to window, show view, select other, type in Git and select Git repository and staging. Click OK. We also need the history window, so I'm going to add that. Type in history, click OK. So these are the three windows we are going to use for all the Git operations. Now we are ready to clone the project. Go to BitBucket, click on clone, select the URL, copy and go to Eclipse. Right click on the Git repository, select paste repository URL, and it is auto populating the URL we just copied from the BitBucket. Select SSH from protocol, that is important as we are using SSH key, and click. And we have two branches, that's right. Click next, and then we are going to select the initial branch as our development branch. I don't want to mess up the master as I said before. So click on import project. As we don't have project right now, it will not add any projects. Click finish. Now it created a repository. Go ahead and check the branches. Click on local. You will see a development branch similar to our BitBucket branch. Because we selected initial branch as development branch, we need to have one local branch for doing all the operations. So it selected the initial branch and checked out the local branch. Go ahead and create a new web project, and then we are going to convert this project as a Git project. And then go to team and share project. We are converting this project to the Git project. Now you will see your repository automatically populated in the drop down. Select that repository, click finish. Now this is going to add our project to the Git repository. Now you know our branch is automatically shown next to the project. All the commits we do, the project changes will be added through this branch. So if you go to Git staging and select the project, then it is going to show all the commits, the project structure and all. So we are going to copy all those things which are in unstaged changes and then drag and drop to the stage changes. We are going to, whatever changes we make will be shown in unstaged. We are going to move it to stage changes and give a commit message and click on commit. I'll always use commit and then go to Git repository to push. If you see the history, it will show the commit we just made, and the green one will show the current development branch, and the head is pointing to the current commit. We are all set. So now the changes are in our local development branch. So we need to push it to our BitBucket development branch. So right click. If you check the commit message, it is different from online. So right click, push branch. It will select the parent branch. Click next. It will show the commit. Finish. It is going to put all the project structure to our BitBucket development branch. So we are going to check the BitBucket. Before that, you can verify the commit messages here, and history is showing our local branch and also online development branch, and head is pointing current. Let's go to BitBucket and then branches. In the source, we see what are the code we have. In the master, we don't have anything, but in the development branch, we have the new project structure. So the commit happened correctly. Now we are going to add a new class file. Before that, add a package. I'm going to add a new class. Now we have created a new file, hello-world.java. So this will be shown in the unstaged area. We are going to drag and drop to the stage and do a commit by giving the commit message. That commit. Now we just created a new file and added to the local system. If you see the +1 mark next to the branch, that says it is one commit ahead than its parent BitBucket branch. So now in the history it says the recent commit. We are going to push that to the online branch. Now our online development branch and also our local branch will have the same code. Go to BitBucket and check the new file which we just created. It's there. So we are good over here. Let's go to pull request and push these changes to the master. Now we know the code is working fine. So we are going to push it to master. So in this way we are keeping the master safe and doing all the changes in the development branch first, and then when we are fine, we are going to push it to master. So we see the commits we just made and then create pull request. This will ask you to merge It has all the changes we just made, all the files we added, and click on merge. Once this is completed successfully, we are going to see the project structure master branch. Go to source. So this says it's been updated 17 seconds ago. Go to source and then check the master branch. We have all the code we just added. This looks good. So now the development branch and the master branch are in sync. So both have the same project structure. We'll go to Eclipse and add some code and do a new commit. I'm going to edit this file. Now I added variables. Once we save the file, it is going to show up in unstaged area, as we know. And you see the arrow mark next to the file that shows this file has been changed. So we are going to drag and drop to the stage area and give the commit message, and we are going to commit this. And the history will show the recent commit. Now what I do is, I remember I need to add one more line of code. So I'll just go back to the file and add new line. But I don't want to save this file as a new commit. I want to amend this file to the previous commit. So once we save, it will show in the unstaged area. In the right hand side, you see the option called amend. Click on that. It will open up the previous commit and it will allow us to add these changes to the previous commit. This will not create too many commits when we are working on a real project. So I am going to give a new message, commit. The history, it is not going to create a new commit. Instead, it is going to amend changes to the existing commit. All set. And now I'm going to show you how to replace the file with the previous commits and few other options. So go to replace with and then click on local history. It will show all the commits we done each time. Click on any commit. Now you see the variables we added is not showing up, and it will show up in the unstaged area because the file has been changed. Now I'm going to replace with the head version. The head version is the latest change. It has everything added and the file is removed from the staging area because we replaced with the head version. Let's replace with the previous version or commit. So it will show all the commits. I'll select first commit and it will go back to the first version and it will add the file to the staging area and asking us to commit. Let's go and replace with the head version so that we don't have to commit it again. Now we know how to replace a file with the previous commits. And also, if you check, the online branch is not synced with the local branch. So I'm going to push the last change we just made. Now we are in sync, so you can also check the commit message. It says both are same. Now I'm going to add a comment to show you how to remove the commits or revert back to commit. Let's add a comment. So this file is changed. As soon as we save, it will appear in the unstaged area and it will add the arrow mark that shows that file has been changed. I'm going to give the commit message. Commit. Let's go to history and it shows that recent commit. and I'm going to push this all the way to the online branch and master, and I'll show you how to remove this. During development, this is very helpful because accidentally if you commit anything, we are going to remove this commit easily. So let's go and push it all the way to master. Go to source just to check, and go to the file. So we have this comment and the master doesn't have that. So we are going to create the pull request to move the changes to the master. Create pull request, select development branch, moving to the master. Create pull request again, check the commit message, that much. So now our master is going to update with the development branch. So if you again go and check the code, the master will have that comment line. So the master has this comment line, but I want to remove this comment line. For that, I'll go back to Eclipse and go to history, right click on the commit I want to remove and click on revert commit. So this is going to remove all the changes related to that commit, and it will create a new commit with a commit message revert and previous commit message we use. That shows that the commit message has been reverted. So now we have that change in the local development branch, so that we are going to push it to online. That is BitBucket. Let's go to BitBucket. Now we pushed it to BitBucket branch. We are going to check the master still have it, and if we select the development branch, it doesn't have it because we just reverted. So let's go and create a pull request so that the master code will be updated, and we are going to remove the changes we made in the previous commit. So it is showing that we are going to remove the 2 lines. Then click on merge. So now the master code will be updated, and you see no comment line. It removed the previous commit. So this is how we remove the commits. Once you remove, if you want to add it back, you are going to do the revert one more time, so that it is going to add back all the changes. So right click on the reverted commit message and click on revert commit, and you have to push it all the way to the development branch and again to the master by doing the pull request. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.